The greatest battles in life are almost never fought with raised voices, clenched fists, or dramatic confrontations. They happen in places no one else can see. They unfold inside the human mind, where fear argues with courage, anger competes with reason, and impulse constantly challenges wisdom. Every day, countless people lose these invisible battles without realizing it. They surrender their peace to criticism. They sacrifice their focus for distraction. They trade long-term fulfillment for temporary emotional satisfaction. Then they wonder why life feels exhausting, why opportunities seem to slip away, and why true confidence remains beyond their reach. Yet there exists another path. It is quieter, less celebrated, and often misunderstood. It is the path of the silent mind. The silent mind is not an empty mind. Then, it is not emotionless, detached from humanity, or incapable of passion. Instead, it is disciplined enough to prevent emotions from becoming dictators. It experiences fear without surrendering to it. It feels anger without becoming its servant. It acknowledges praise without becoming addicted to it. It hears criticism without allowing it to poison its identity. Such a mind cannot easily be manipulated because it belongs entirely to itself. This was the remarkable strength shared by the greatest Stoic thinkers. They understood something that modern society often forgets. Noise creates attention, but silence creates power. Anyone can react instantly. Anyone can shout louder than another person. Anyone can defend every insult, explain every decision, and seek approval from every stranger. But very few possess the discipline to remain still while chaos demands movement. Look carefully at nature. The tallest mountains make no speeches about their strength. The deepest oceans never announce their depth. The oldest trees spend centuries growing without asking anyone to admire them. Reality itself teaches that genuine power rarely introduces itself with unnecessary noise. Human beings, however, often behave in precisely the opposite way. They announce every plan before taking the first step. They defend every opinion as though their existence depends upon winning arguments. They feel compelled to answer every insult, correct every misunderstanding, and convince every critic. Without realizing it, they surrender their most valuable possession, their inner peace, to the unpredictable behavior of other people. The Stoics recognized this trap centuries ago. They knew that every emotional reaction comes with a hidden cost. Every unnecessary argument steals time. Every attempt to satisfy everyone weakens personal conviction. Every moment spent chasing validation strengthens dependence upon opinions that constantly change. Imagine carrying a cup filled to the very edge with water. Every bump along the road spills a little more. Eventually, the cup becomes empty, not because someone deliberately poured it out, but because constant disturbance made stability impossible. This is exactly what happens to the undisciplined mind. Every criticism becomes another bump. Every disappointment becomes another spill. Every unexpected event drains emotional energy until nothing remains except exhaustion. The silent mind carries its cup differently. It walks with steadiness rather than haste. It accepts that bumps will come but refuses to panic when they arrive. Instead of wasting strength resisting reality, it develops balance. That balance becomes resilience, and resilience becomes freedom. This freedom begins with one of the most important principles in Stoicism: understanding what truly belongs to you. Most people believe they own far more than they actually do. They believe they own their reputation. They believe they own other people's respect. They believe they control outcomes, opportunities, relationships, and public perception. Yet all these things exist outside their complete authority. What truly belongs to you are your judgments, your choices, your actions, and your character. Everything else remains uncertain. Once this truth becomes clear, an extraordinary transformation begins. The opinions of strangers lose much of their influence. Unexpected setbacks stop feeling like personal attacks. Success becomes less intoxicating because identity is no longer attached to external rewards. Failure becomes less devastating because self-worth no longer depends upon temporary circumstances. Consider the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Few individuals in history carried heavier responsibilities. He governed an empire threatened by war, disease, political betrayal, and economic instability. Every decision affected millions. Every mistake invited criticism. Every victory attracted envy. Yet when he wrote his private reflections, he rarely complained about his enemies. He rarely obsessed over public opinion. Instead, he continually reminded himself to govern his own thoughts before attempting to govern the empire. Lesson remains astonishingly relevant today. Modern life presents an endless stream of emotional temptations. Social media rewards outrage. News cycles profit from anxiety. Conversations frequently become competitions rather than opportunities for understanding. Every platform encourages immediate reactions because reactions generate attention. The Stoic chooses differently. The Stoic understands that not every invitation deserves acceptance. Not every insult deserves a reply. Not every battle deserves participation. Silence is not weakness. Silence is selection. It is the deliberate decision to invest energy only where it creates lasting value. Think about how many hours people lose each week arguing online with strangers they will never meet. Think about the emotional exhaustion caused by trying to defend personal beliefs against individuals who never intended to understand them in the first place. Entire days disappear into debates that produce no wisdom, no growth, and no peace. Meanwhile, the silent individual continues building. While others argue, they study. While others complain, they improve. While others seek attention, they cultivate mastery. Over time, this difference compounds. One person accumulates opinions, the other accumulates ability. Eventually, reality reveals which investment mattered. This principle extends far beyond conversations. It shapes every area of life. Imagine two people beginning identical journeys toward an ambitious goal. The first announces every intention. They tell friends about their plans, post updates before accomplishing anything meaningful, and constantly seek encouragement. Every compliment provides a brief emotional reward, creating the illusion of progress, long before genuine progress exists. The second person remains largely silent. They wake early. They practice consistently. They make mistakes privately. They improve quietly. Months later, people suddenly describe their success as unexpected, but nothing about it was sudden. Only the audience was late. The Stoics deeply appreciated this quiet process because they understood that character develops in solitude before it appears in public. Discipline is invisible long before it becomes visible. Strength grows unnoticed before it becomes undeniable. Wisdom matures silently before it speaks with authority. Unfortunately, modern culture often reverses this order. It celebrates appearances more than substance. People become experts at looking productive without becoming productive. They carefully manage impressions while neglecting reality itself. The silent mind refuses this illusion. It measures success differently. Instead of asking, "How do I appear?" it asks, "Who am I becoming?" That single question changes everything. Appearance depends upon spectators. Character depends upon choices. Spectators come and go. Choices accumulate forever. Every day presents countless opportunities to strengthen or weaken character. The decision to remain patient when provoked. The decision to continue working when motivation disappears. The decision to tell the truth when deception seems easier. These moments rarely attract applause, yet they shape destiny more profoundly than dramatic public achievements. Epictetus taught that circumstances do not reveal character, they exercise it. This insight deserves careful reflection. Most people wait for ideal conditions before practicing virtue. They imagine they will become patient once life becomes easier. They believe they will become disciplined after motivation appears. They expect courage to arrive automatically when important moments demand it. Reality works differently. Patience develops because life is difficult. Discipline develops because temptation exists. Courage develops because fear refuses to disappear without resistance. Strength never forms without adversity. Wisdom remains theoretical without discomfort. Growth becomes impossible. Imagine a blacksmith forging a sword. The metal enters the fire repeatedly. It is struck again and again by the hammer. To an uninformed observer, the process appears destructive. Yet every blow shapes greater strength. Human beings experience similar refinement. Criticism can strengthen humility. Failure can strengthen resilience. Loneliness can strengthen independence. Loss can strengthen gratitude. Only the undisciplined mind interprets every hardship as meaningless suffering. The silent mind asks a different question. What is this difficulty trying to teach me? That simple question transforms victims into students. Instead of demanding easier circumstances, the Stoic develops greater capacity. Instead of wishing obstacles away, they learn to use them. This attitude reflects the profound principle known as amor fati, the love of one's fate. Notice that Stoicism does not merely encourage tolerating adversity. It encourages embracing it. Why? Because every obstacle contains hidden possibilities unavailable during comfort. Comfort rarely demands creativity. Comfort rarely reveals hidden courage. Comfort rarely forces transformation. History repeatedly confirms this truth. Many of humanity's greatest achievements emerged during periods of extraordinary difficulty rather than prolonged ease. Likewise, countless individuals discover their deepest strength only after life removes every illusion of certainty. The silent mind recognizes that external chaos often creates internal clarity. When distractions disappear, priorities become obvious. When comfort vanishes, character speaks. When certainty collapses, wisdom becomes essential. This perspective also changes our relationship with fear. Fear thrives upon imagination. It constructs endless scenarios that never occur. It predicts humiliation before conversations begin. It anticipates failure before action starts. It invents rejection before opportunities are pursued. The silent mind notices these stories without immediately believing them. It asks, is this happening now? Most of the time, the answer is no. Instead of living inside imagined futures, it returns attention to present action. Only the present can be influenced. Only today's decisions create tomorrow's results. This relentless return to the present moment grants enormous psychological freedom. An anxious person attempts to solve tomorrow's problems today. A Stoic solves today's responsibilities today. Tomorrow will become today soon enough. This discipline seems simple. In practice, it requires remarkable self-control. The human mind naturally wanders toward regret and anticipation. Regret whispers about yesterday's mistakes. Anxiety whispers about tomorrow's uncertainties. Meanwhile, today's opportunities quietly disappear unnoticed. The silent mind refuses this theft. It anchors itself where action remains possible. Now. Not because the future lacks importance, but because the future is built only through present choices. Nothing illustrates this more clearly than the relationship between silence and confidence. Many people mistakenly believe confidence means speaking first, dominating conversations, or proving superiority. True confidence requires none of these behaviors. The genuinely confident individual feels no urgency to advertise their worth. They do not constantly seek agreement. They do not require universal admiration. They recognize that value exists independently of recognition. Imagine standing beneath the night sky. The stars continue shining whether anyone observes them or not. Their brilliance does not depend upon applause. Likewise, genuine character does not require constant acknowledgement. The silent mind understands this deeply. It works because excellence itself is rewarding. It remains honest because integrity itself matters. It continues improving because growth itself becomes meaningful. External rewards become welcome additions rather than emotional necessities. This independence creates extraordinary stability. Praise no longer inflates the ego. Criticism no longer destroys confidence. Success no longer creates arrogance. Failure no longer creates despair. Instead, every experience becomes information rather than identity. You succeed. Learn. You fail. Learn. You are praised. Remain humble. You are criticized. Remain curious. In every circumstance, character remains the fixed point around which changing events revolve. Perhaps this explains why truly wise individuals often appear calmer than everyone around them. They have not escaped difficulty. They have simply stopped expecting life to obey their preferences. They no longer confuse control with influence. They understand that they can influence effort, preparation, honesty, and discipline. They cannot command outcomes, guarantee approval, or eliminate uncertainty. That acceptance produces immense peace. Ironically, it also produces greater effectiveness because energy previously wasted resisting reality becomes available for meaningful action. The silent mind therefore wins not because it overpowers everyone else. It wins because it refuses to be conquered by itself. Every unnecessary reaction avoided becomes preserved strength. Every disciplined choice compounds into future freedom. Every quiet act of integrity becomes another stone laid beneath an unshakable foundation. And while the world continues chasing louder voices, quicker victories, and endless recognition, the silent mind keeps building something infinitely more valuable. A life that cannot easily be shaken because it was constructed from within rather than borrowed from the approval of others. The silent mind does not reach this state by accident. It is shaped through countless invisible decisions that seem insignificant in the moment but become extraordinary when accumulated over years. Every time you choose restraint instead of retaliation, you strengthen a part of yourself that cannot be purchased. Every time you refuse to let another person's behavior dictate your emotions, you reclaim a piece of your freedom. Every time you remain faithful to your principles when compromise would be easier, you build a foundation that no external storm can easily destroy. This is why the Stoics viewed self-mastery as the highest form of victory. To conquer another person may satisfy the ego for a moment, but to conquer yourself transforms your entire life. External victories are temporary because circumstances inevitably change. Today's champion becomes tomorrow's forgotten name. Today's admiration fades into tomorrow's indifference. But the individual who learns to govern his own thoughts carries that victory everywhere. It cannot be stolen by failure, diminished by criticism, or erased by changing fortunes. Consider how often people believe they are reacting to events when, in reality, they are reacting to their interpretation of those events. Two individuals experience the same setback. One declares that life is unfair, that fate has abandoned them, and that their efforts were wasted. The other quietly asks, "What remains within my control?" The event is identical. The future is not. One becomes trapped inside resentment. The other begins creating possibility. This difference is so subtle that it often escapes attention. Yet entire destinies are built upon it. Imagine a sailor crossing an unpredictable sea. He cannot command the wind. He cannot prevent storms from forming beyond the horizon. He cannot negotiate with the waves. But he can adjust his sails. He can strengthen his ship. He can study the currents. He can remain calm when panic would only cloud judgment. The sailor who wastes his strength shouting at the wind reaches no destination. The one who adapts eventually arrives. Life asks us to become that sailor. The Stoics never promised calm oceans. They promised that a disciplined mind could learn to navigate rough waters. This lesson becomes especially important when dealing with difficult people. Perhaps nothing drains human energy more quickly than the constant desire to change someone who refuses to change. We exhaust ourselves explaining, convincing, correcting, arguing, and defending. We imagine that one more conversation will finally produce understanding. Often it produces only greater frustration. Marcus Aurelius offered a different perspective. Begin each day expecting to encounter selfishness, arrogance, dishonesty, envy, and ignorance. Not because humanity is hopeless, but because unrealistic expectations create unnecessary suffering. When you expect every person to behave according to your standards, disappointment becomes inevitable. When you accept that people act according to their own understanding, even when that understanding is deeply flawed, you stop taking every offense personally. Acceptance is not approval. It does not mean allowing injustice. It does not require abandoning boundaries. It simply means refusing to waste emotional energy wishing reality were different. Before deciding how to respond wisely, there is immense freedom in that distinction. The silent mind recognizes that another person's anger belongs to them before it belongs to you. Their bitterness is often the product of battles you cannot see. Their insults frequently reveal more about their inner condition than about your character. If you immediately absorb every harsh word as truth, you become a prisoner of someone else's emotional instability. Instead, pause. Observe. Respond only after emotion has surrendered its urgency. Most regrettable decisions are born from moments when feeling outran wisdom. Anger promises strength while stealing judgment. Fear promises protection while limiting opportunity. Pride promises dignity while preventing growth. Silence interrupts this chain. It creates the small but powerful space between stimulus and response where freedom truly exists. Within that space, character chooses. This habit cannot be developed overnight. Like every worthwhile discipline, it demands repetition. There will be days when you fail. You will speak too quickly, react too emotionally, or allow frustration to cloud your thinking. The Stoics never demanded perfection. They demanded practice. Every evening, many Stoics examined their own conduct. They asked themselves simple but penetrating questions. Where did I act according to reason? Where did emotion take command? What can I improve tomorrow? They understood that honest self-examination is far more valuable than endless self-condemnation. Modern culture often encourages constant comparison instead. People measure themselves against carefully edited images of other lives, forgetting that appearances conceal reality. Someone may appear successful while privately feeling empty. Another may seem unnoticed while quietly building an extraordinary future. Comparison steals attention from the only life you are capable of improving your own. The silent mind refuses this trap. It competes only with yesterday's version of itself. That is a competition no one else can fight for you. No applause can replace your discipline. No criticism can erase your integrity. No audience can perform your daily choices. This realization is both humbling and liberating. It removes excuses because responsibility returns where it has always belonged. At first, this feels heavy. Then it becomes empowering. If your peace depends upon other people changing, you will wait forever. If your peace depends upon your own responses, every day presents another opportunity to strengthen it. That is why the Stoics insisted that freedom begins within. Chains are not always made of iron. Sometimes they are forged from approval. Sometimes they are built from resentment. Sometimes they are strengthened by endless distraction. A person constantly checking whether others approve of them is not free. A person who cannot stop replaying old insults is not free. A person who cannot sit quietly with their own thoughts without reaching for another distraction is not free. Freedom is the ability to remain faithful to reason despite emotional temptation. It is the ability to choose principle over impulse. It is the ability to remain calm while the world rewards chaos. This kind of freedom is rare because it demands sacrifice. You must sacrifice the pleasure of winning every argument. You must sacrifice the comfort of blaming circumstances. You must sacrifice the excitement of constant validation. In return, you receive something infinitely more valuable, a mind that belongs entirely to you. Think about the people throughout history whose influence has endured for centuries. Their lasting impact did not come from emotional volatility. It came from clarity. They understood what mattered and refused to become distracted by everything that did not. The same opportunity exists today, not because the world has become easier, but because wisdom remains timeless. Technology changes. Empires rise and fall. Cultures evolve. Human nature remains remarkably familiar. People still fear rejection. People still crave recognition. People still struggle with anger, envy, impatience, and uncertainty. For that reason, Stoic principles remain as practical now as they were thousands of years ago. They remind us that peace is not found by controlling life. It is found by controlling ourselves. The silent mind eventually reaches a remarkable realization. Life was never asking you to become louder. It was asking you to become stronger. Not stronger in domination, but stronger in restraint. Not stronger in appearance, but stronger in character. Not stronger in demanding certainty, but stronger in embracing reality with courage. That strength cannot always be seen immediately. Like roots growing beneath the earth, much of the most important work happens out of sight. Then one day, when the storm finally arrives, everyone notices the tree that remained standing. They admire its resilience. They praise its stability. They call it extraordinary. What they fail to notice are the years spent growing roots in silence. Your own life follows the same pattern. Every disciplined morning matters. Every honest decision matters. Every quiet act of patience matters. Every moment you refuse to surrender your peace to anger matters. None of these choices may seem dramatic today. Together, they create an unshakable future. So when the world urges you to react immediately, choose reflection. When it rewards noise, choose substance. When it celebrates appearances, choose character. When it tempts you toward resentment, choose understanding. When it invites you into endless conflict, choose only the battles worthy of your soul, because the greatest victory is never proving your strength to others. It is becoming someone who no longer needs to. The silent mind always wins in the end because it plays a different game. It measures success not by applause but by integrity, not by popularity but by wisdom, not by temporary triumphs but by lasting character. And while others spend their lives trying to conquer the world, the Stoic quietly accomplishes something far greater. He conquers himself. That is the victory no circumstance can reverse. That is the peace no critic can steal. That is the strength that remains when everything else has passed away. If you carry this truth with you, every challenge becomes a teacher instead of an enemy. Every setback becomes an opportunity to practice resilience. Every moment of silence becomes a reminder that your greatest source of power has never depended on the world's approval. The world will continue to be loud. Let it. The world will continue to judge. Let it. The world will continue to change. Let it. Your task is far more important. Guard your mind. Strengthen your character. Choose wisdom over impulse. Choose discipline over comfort. Choose purpose over applause. And in doing so, you will discover what the Stoics understood long ago, that the quietest mind is often the strongest, the freest, and ultimately the one that wins in the end.